Wow. Has it been 9 months? Or what is it, 7 months? Something like that? 7, 8 months? Wow. We missed you. Hope you missed us. We missed being here. Tell you what, John Stacy here, Drew Barrett doing what he does. And as usual, our guest host, one of the best in the school history, in my opinion. He was an offensive tackle from what is now Hoover High School. Am I correct there?
Yes.
In Birmingham, which we won't hold that against him. He played for the Tigers from 1985 to 1988. Then he was a 9th-round draft pick, the 233rd pick. Did you remember that?
No.
Of the then Phoenix Cardinals, now Arizona Cardinals. And it only turned it into a 10-year NFL career. That means you get a pension, right? You get a really good pension, right?
It's pretty good. You get, after 4 years you qualify, and then every year it's a credit, so you get more per month.
Oh, boy, no wonder your wife's keeping you around. I know why mine does, so, it's no big deal. He spent 10 years in the league playing for the Cardinals, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Minnesota Vikings. And he's got he's got a Wikipedia page. Did you know that, Drew?
I did not know you had a Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I'm going to look at it.
He's got a Wikipedia page. He is now known as Scotty Dill's dad, but the rest of us know him as Scott Dill. Scott, how are you?
I'm doing great. Looking forward to the season.
Yeah, it is going to be fun. I got a feeling it's going to be a lot better than what. Well, we're favored to win every game in Vegas. So.
I'd rather us not be.
Yeah.
A little chip on your shoulder going to it,
Little attitude. Look, I normally don't like doing things this way, but I'm going to do it because, and I wrote this down because it's important to me to get it right. And since last year, when we left the air, we've lost 3 good friends of this show. And they were big-time Tigers, and they were big-time friends, and they were all men I both respected and loved very much. One of them is sitting in the studio with me on multiple occasions, and that was Jeremy Scruggs. You could not ask for a better friend than Jeremy. Jeremy and I met just over 5 years ago and became instant friends. He and I were so much alike that our personalities were the exact same. And when you say the phrase honest to a fault, that's Jeremy Scruggs. And always had a smile on his face, always had time for a friend if you needed it. And we lost Jeremy last December. And I've missed him a lot over the last 2 months because it never failed over the last 4 or 5 years. When June rolled around, my phone would start ringing. Hey, when am I going to be on show? When am I going to be on show? Well, we got to do this and this. And then we'd talk Tiger football for long periods of time. And Jeremy, we're going to miss you and love you, buddy. The second one is one many of you know. And he was if there was anybody that epitomized their own name, that would be Forrest Goodman. I've not known many men as good as Forrest Goodman was. His name fit him to a T. He was a kind and honorable man. He loved his Tigers. He was living his dream job, and we're all better fans because of it. Because he was, when we won, he felt it, and when we lost, he felt it too. And he made sure he was there for the Tiger fan base when the game was over. He'll be missed by not only me and Drew and Scott and the rest of everybody on this show, but as Tiger Nation will miss him as well. The final man I want to talk about is a friend of mine and a friend of others at this station, but he is one of the best Tiger fans I ever knew. I'm glad to call him a friend. That is Ed Sheeler. I met Ed about 20 years ago, and Ed was always that voice of reason, and Ed was always that guy that was there, no matter rain or shine. Ed was there at the games and at the coaches' shows and wherever else Tiger fans would turn up. Ed seemed to be there. He was a kind and understanding man. I'm honored he called me friend. My life and other people's lives are better because Ed Sheeler was in it. My next door neighbor is in the same boat. They worked together, and he was a Tiger baseball player, and Ed was just amazing to all of us. These 3 Tigers are all gone way, way too soon. These 3 Tigers will forever be in my heart. I will think of each one of them this year as I step into every stadium and for many years to come. Heaven got a lot bluer this past offseason, and I'm sure all three of them made sure of that because they were Tigers through and through. All right. Let me take a minute here and get myself back together. But I'm dedicating this season to those three guys. They meant a lot to me, and some of you who knew them meant a lot to you too. Boy, we're back. 5 years. Can you believe this, Drew? 5 years?
I really can. It's gone by so quickly. I've, building up to today, thinking about the show, kind of thinking about how much has actually changed in the last 5 years. Not just personally, but for the actual program itself.
Oh, we forgot one other piece of bit of news there. Guess who's going to be getting married this time next year?
I will be married this time next year.
When's the day?
July 26th.
All right.
So are you going to go on a honeymoon?
Yes. So I will miss the start of the show next year.
You're fired.
I can't get married.
I guess you can. I guess we're not going to have a show on the 26th of July next year.
No, because it is a Sunday.
Okay, as long as you don't get married during football season, because you get married during football season. You know what you call people who get married during football season?
Divorced. And that's
Divorced.
exactly what I told her. I was like, we can get married wherever you want. You can pick out everything. We'll go on whatever honeymoon you want. You can choose everything and anything that you want. I just have one demand. You understand.
You used the wrong word there.
All right,
didn't you?
request.
Request.
I have one request. Now that you've said yes and we're going to get married, you understand two things. We're going to get married before football season starts. And going forward, you understand that my schedule does revolve around the University of Memphis football program. And she said yes to both.
Okay.
And even with
And
all
she's
the
met me too, so
yeah,
she
and
knows.
even with all the engagement stuff that we're planning, engagement party, bridal showers and all this other stuff, she has agreed to schedule it on bye weeks or during the week.
Now, is she a Tiger fan?
Yes.
Yes, she is
Good.
becoming one. She didn't grow up one, but ultimately, you spend enough time with me, you're going to.
Yeah. All right. Well, boy,
right, we like
speaking of changes, we got all our personal changes out of the way. There's been a lot of changes over on Southern.
A lot.
A lot. And that's something that, but for team-wise, not really. Because that may have been the smallest senior class I can ever recall.
In a long time, yeah.
And they're loaded for bear on defense. There's like 80% of all the tackles last year returning. 80%. That's a lot.
And then linebackers, I think we, lost one?
Yeah,
Curtis
Akins. And defensive line, we didn't.
DBs, I think we're
DBs were still
Lost
strong.
one.
We lost one. But we got a whole bunch of new coaches.
special teams, nobody.
No, well, Pollard.
Well, yeah.
But
I'm thinking kicking
based
wise.
on what I saw in Travion Samuel Friday,
Pollard, big loss, but I was talking
Pollard's
kickers,
a big
punters.
loss, but right. But matter of fact, I talked to both Patterson and McWilliams Friday, and both of them are ready to go.
I'll tell you, that punt return that Pot Williams had last year.
Oh, that's still
It
fun
should
to
have
watch.
been an SB type thing. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Then that was the first one in like 5 years.
You're just sitting there watching like, whoa, what happened there?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
How do you do that? Yeah, but I watched a wild video today that had a different punt return on it, and it showed how bad punt returns could be from time to time. Before we get much further, all right, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and just talk about some of the coaching changes, and we'll get more into it as time goes on. Gone is Chris Ball, defensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator, and he's the new head coach at Northern Arizona. Gone is Kenny Dillingham, who is now the offensive coordinator at Auburn. Kenny was something Scott didn't know. Did you know he was a graduate assistant on the 2016 staff? No. So that's
Big,
sort of
fast progression there.
there was a fast progression there too. And then Joe Lorg, the special teams coordinator, is now at Penn State. Paul Randolph is now who was the defensive line coach, is now at Texas Tech with that new staff down there. Desmond Lindsay was the wide receivers coach here. He's now at Arkansas State as a running backs coach, and Scott Simons is now the defensive coordinator at Liberty. You know who the OC, the head coach is there?
Yeah. That's
Yeah, that's an interesting combination. But I'm not going into that.
not Hugh
But
Freeze.
I really like the hires that Mike Norvell made.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Pete Limbo, the special teams coordinator, comes from Rice, and Rice went and he was at Maryland as the special teams coordinator and the tight ends coach the year before. He's been a head coach at Ball State. He had a winning record at Ball State, believe it or not. I mean, he basically left to take that job.
Yeah.
Now they had a down year, so I got a feeling but he actually resigned. He wasn't fired. He's been coaching since '92, so he's got almost 30 years experience. And his special teams at Maryland were ranked top 10 in punt returns and blocks. Then the Rice he took from 117th in special teams efficiency to 17th.
Big move.
Yeah. And then we get a new offensive coordinator, and Kevin Johns. He was the offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach at Texas Tech under Kingsbury. And he was the coach he was the OC at Indiana at one point. Another coach, 20-plus years experience. And his offensive background is just what we are.
Yeah, I told you I spent a lot
Fast-paced.
of time with him the other night at the event we had over at Mike Norvell's house,
Right.
and he seemed like a really good guy. So
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good one.
And one of the things, and clarify this, one of the things I've harped on this show for 4 years now under Norvell is we are a run-first team.
Yeah, because we've had some great running backs to
Right.
help make that happen.
But see, people think we're this passing team, but we're not. We run 55, 60% of the time. And people always think that we're this passing offense. We're not. Never have been.
yeah, we've had some big plays with the passing games. Probably what highlights, makes if you're not there watching every play, you see the highlights and it looks like that.
Right.
So.
Then the defensive staff I really like. Adam Fuller comes to us from Marshall, and Fuller's defense at Marshall was vastly considered by everything I've read and heard over the last few months was considered not only the best in Conference USA, but the best in the G5, which I absolutely hate that label. They held every CUSA opponent to at least half a yard more or more from yards per carry in a game. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
To me, you're going to learn about the defense from two things: assist tackles. That tells you how many guys are getting to the ball.
Yeah, gang tackling, yeah.
And you're going to learn by yards per carry. Because to me, that's where teams make their bread and butter is how they run the ball. Because the passing game is all over the place these days. It's hard to judge that. Everybody in CUSA they held under. Matter of fact, they thumped South Florida in that bowl last year and held them to next to nothing.
Yeah.
They had, 10 points in the first half?
Yeah, something like that.
And South Florida could put some points
Well,
up.
yeah, absolutely.
So that's the defense we're getting, folks, and I think you're going to like it.
Yeah, look forward to seeing that.
And then they added Tim Edwards, who comes from our old buddy Mark Allnutt's school, Buffalo. Remember Mark? Drew? What are you watching? What are you reading?
Nothing.
His Wikipedia page?
Well, it only took me 2 seconds. It's literally like one line.
Did you see the pictures, though, on Google when you look at it?
I did.
He's got some Rico Suave picture up there.
No, not me. Never been Rico.
But, it is what it is. But to get back to what it was, I think this guy could be the big difference in this, especially with as much as he's got coming back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got some really good defensive linemen.
Right.
I think our linebackers are going to be really strong.
Right.
And looking forward to seeing what the DBs do. They look, spring ball, I thought defense looked really good. So
If you
where they
have
go from
not
there.
seen O'Brien Goodson, wait till you see O'Brien Goodson. I went out to practice Friday, and we'll get more into that after the break. But the strength and conditioning coach, Coach Storms over there, has done some just phenomenal work in this offseason.
Yeah, he's a great coach. We're lucky to have him.
Speaking of bigger and stronger, Scott's youngin is much bigger and much stronger, which is kind of scary considering he's 6'9".
Big boy.
Big boy, a little bit. Them genetics are working. And then, like I said, Tim Edwards, we added from Buffalo. He was the defensive line coach up there. Before that, he was at Louisiana Lafayette, where he coached like several all-conference. He developed guys into all-conference players. And I think what he's going to be able to do with the Dorsey, which is another thing we'll get into more later, is I went out to practice, learned some stuff out there that was a lot of fun. That already you see some changes in the way things are being done, and some of the things that we'll be getting into it. But we've got a lot to do tonight. I want to make sure I mention our sponsors right out of the gate too. Quite frankly, Jerry Jeffries and Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning are the reason we're here every week. They've been the title and presenting sponsor since day one, and they are with us again this year, and they've done, if you need carpet and upholstery work at home, there ain't one better. And by the way, they now do house cleaning and carpet repair, and if you got carpet that's beat up, instead of replacing it, can get it repaired, I would highly recommend it. And the coolest thing about that, we'll talk about later. Wolf Chase Honda has another sponsor that's been with us from day one. They're going to be, we've got the Wolf Chase Honda HRV mobile studios this year, not the CRV mobile studios. Bartlett Home Furnishings is back with us for a second year. We're going to have a new segment on the show, and it'll be called the the Bartlett Home Furnishings Home Field Advantage. Under Coach Norvell, we've been almost unbeatable at home. I mean, we've lost, 2 or 3 games since he's been here at home?
What have we lost?
South Florida.
South Florida, which that was still pass interference on Anthony Miller.
Central Florida, which was a...
Central Florida, which don't get me started.
Which was a ripoff.
UC Ref.
That might be
Iowa
it.
State.
That doesn't really count.
That was bowl game.
That's bowl game.
But that's about it. And we've had some just great games over there since he got here. And then we're also going to do, and I want you to get ready for this, we're going to do the Tiger Bookstore Fan of the Week. All right? And the Fan of the Week will get a $20 gift card to Tiger Bookstore.
Starting tonight, or when's that
start? No, we're going to do it on game weeks.
Game weeks, all right.
So I want people to start going to our Facebook page, The Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning, and submit somebody's name. Do not submit your own name. I want somebody that is recognized by others as a great fan. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense for you to nominate yourself.
But what if I'm a great fan? Just say
Here, we'll make a deal. I'll nominate you, you nominate me.
And neither one of you will win. And Tony Gibbs, I have not forgotten about you. I still got his on my desk, believe it or not. So we're going to do that. And then, as we've done for the last couple of years, we are going to send veterans to the games again this year. We sent some 250, and during the offseason, we had 5 players go down with me and Bob Rowan, and got to meet some of the patients down there that went to these games. And we're sending these veterans that are suffering from PTSD and are in recovery. And I tell you what, just the look on their faces and telling us thank you. Oh. Man, talk about tears in my eyes again. Those guys have it's been fun to do, and we're going to do it again this year. But we need your help. That means that you got to call the ticket office, and I'll have the number for you here in a minute when we come back, to help us buy tickets, because we have to buy them. They don't just give them to us. And we need as many. Ty's Smokehouse Barbecue is going to donate some tickets, and we've got River City Gymnastics is going to donate tickets, but we need more. I tell you what, if you see the effect on these guys, it'll warm your heart.
And where's Ty's at?
Ty's is out in Bartlett on Stage Road, just east of Highway 72, Summer Avenue. So you need to go out. By the way, that's really good food too. Oh my God, If I eat chicken, I quit pork a long time ago. I guess I need to go to the first break.
Sure.
Okay.
If you want to.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Go ahead and run that like we talked about, and we'll fix the problem later on it. All right. All right, everybody, we're going to take our first break right here on the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning. We got Scott Dill in the house. We'll be back right after this.
Where Memphis comes for real sports talk. Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
Hi, Tiger fans. This is Alan Cross. Thanks for listening to the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning. This show is about Tigers football by guys who love Tigers football. But the show isn't just about John and Drew. Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning has been the presenting sponsor of the show since the first one back in 2015. They're a member of the Tiger home team as a primary supporter of the University of Memphis. For me to keep playing ball down in Tampa, I have to be able to do many different things at a high level. Tiger Paws does the same thing. They've got carpet cleaning packages that suit every need. They can repair and stretch your carpets to make it look new. They can clean tile and grout, hardwood floors, and your upholstery. How good are they? They guarantee your satisfaction. They won't oversell what can be done either. Tiger Paws has a package just for about everyone, including those who rent. They'll give you an honest professional estimate. Oh, and the Tiger Paws won't show up to your house and say, but you need this too. They're the most honest and professional cleaning service in the city. They now offer general home cleaning too. So when the in-laws are coming in unexpected, you can be ready for that surprise family inspection. Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning loves the Tigers and those who serve us. They offer discounts for emergency responders and military. Give Tiger Paws a call at 901-327-1884. That's 901-327-1884. Thanks again for listening to the Blue and Gray Show and supporting the Tigers. Go Tigers, go!
You guys have heard me year after year brag about my Wolf Chase Honda CRV mobile studio. Well, I got rid of it. That's right, no more CRV. Now I've got an HRV. I went to Wolf Chase Honda and traded the CRV for a 2019 HRV EX. I'm like a kid in a candy store with this car. It's got all the toys. I don't even have to take my keys out of my pocket to drive. With the Honda sensing technology that includes collision mitigation and lane keeping assist, I'm going to be safer on the road too. Oh, and it's a beautiful blue, like a tiger blue. Now is a great time for you to go see them out at Wolf Chase Honda. They've got some amazing deals on Accord, CRV, Civics, Pilots, and Fits in addition to the HRVs. They will not only make you a great deal, but they've got their premier service department in the Mid-South. Go by and see them at 2982 Germantown Parkway, which is just north of the Galleria, to get into a Honda today. Wolf Chase Honda, the official vehicle provider of the Blue and Gray Show.
Since 1974, Bartlett Home Furnishings has been locally owned and operated, furnishing homes in Memphis and the Mid-South with beautiful quality furniture. At Bartlett Home Furnishings, we believe in providing you with the best service, quality, and value. We're committed to selling the best quality furniture for the best price. Our designers love helping customers select the right pieces for their homes, creating the room of your dreams, all the while working within your budget. Visit Bartlett Home Furnishings today at 2755 Bartlett Boulevard or at bartletthomefurnishings.memphis.com. Go Tigers!
The Blue and Gray Show is happy to have Tiger Bookstore back as our game day sponsor. Tiger Bookstore is...
Tiger Bookstore is my dad's favorite place to get his Tiger gear.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm busy here. And doesn't your family live in Missouri?
Tiger Bookstore's website is so easy that they can get their Tigers gear without leaving the house. Tiger Bookstore has got everything they need for tailgating, game day, and the latest in Tiger styles. I don't want to sound mean, but TigerBookstore.com is so easy my dad could do it.
Can I finish, please?
If you must.
Make sure you get by Tiger Bookstore before every home game to get your game day shirt for only $5. These shirts are a must-have for any Tiger fan. Tiger Bookstore is located at 3533 Walker Avenue, just off of main campus. Their friendly staff will help you get everything you need for the season.
Now, back to the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning. Here once again is John Stacy.
Hey, here we go.
Okay. All right. Welcome back to the Tiger Paws presents. Oh man, I am all off. I guess it's been 8 months. Am I entitled to be off my game a little bit?
Nah, man. Year 5. You got to be perfect.
Oh no, he's rusty.
All right. Hey, by the way, welcome back to the Blue and Gray Show right here, brought to you by Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7. Did I get that right, Drew?
Yes.
Good. All right. So I didn't screw it up. Also, you can watch us on the Sports 56 WHBQ Facebook page, which I'm sure some folks are doing now. I know I got relatives watching. So, it is what it is.
We're also on Twitter, Twitch, Periscope.
What is Twitch? And
It's a video
heck is
game.
Twitch?
It's a video game website where y'all hear about the 16-year-old who won $3 million at the Fortnite tournament thing in New York.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so that's how most of those guys get known about playing Fortnite, League of Legends.
Famous playing a video game.
So they live stream themselves playing video games. So it's basically a live streaming.
Who the hell
app.
watches that?
So we're twitching?
Yes.
I
don't know who watches it. I've watched. I have the Twitch app just to make sure that
You have it?
we're working.
Right.
that everything's working.
Okay.
We're up there, so it is another platform for people to use this. We're also on YouTube and Instagram.
And
so pretty
Instagram?
much any social media app that you have, you can watch us right now.
Okay.
Well, you can watch them. You can't see me.
Well, that's probably a good thing.
It's not a good.
I
thing,
have to
man.
see you, so I'm used to it. But
I'm the best looking one out of the three of us. I'm the
the
hammer
fact
gold.
that we're having this discussion bothers me.
Moving on.
Moving on. No, none of us are anything special to look at. I'm telling you that right now. Although if you look at Dill's Google search, he's got that. Doesn't he have that pose on there? Was that not a pose?
I thought it was.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
But okay, let's talk football, because I tell you what, I am the only one. I'm not. I'm excited about this defense this year. I think Adam Fuller has more talent on this Memphis team than he ever had on the team at Marshall. Would that be a fair statement?
Well, I don't know what he had exactly on Marshall, but I just look at how many returning defensive players we have, and we're just talking.
Let's take a look. All right, 84% of all the defensive starts are back. 84%. That's on everybody, and that's just on the defensive backs.
Right.
All right. Overall, 73% of all the starts are back. So that is amazing. Then tackles, 77% are back. And when you got that many guys coming back, correct me if I'm wrong, why is players playing together a long period of time important?
Well, it's all about teamwork, and if you know I know what I'm expecting out of the guy next to me, so that's the main, just kind of chemistry.
So having them play that year in, year out together, and them knowing what the guy next to them is going to do, that makes a world of a difference, does it not?
Absolutely.
Oh boy, my phone call came in, so we can have some fun with that. Is that who I think it is? I can't see it, so I don't have. Is who I think it is? Oh man, you've been a pain in the butt since you got here.
That's my job. Thank you.
I decided to call the principal on you.
Uh-oh, who's that?
He is the principal of Bartlett High School.
Oh.
And it is the one,
Tim
the
Jones.
only, Tim Jones. Timmy, how are you?
Hey, I'm fine. Doing great.
What's up, Tim?
Man, is this the guy, man, that used to be like the biggest lineman at Memphis State, and that's before they became the University of Memphis? Is this the guy?
That's the guy. That's the guy. And he's he's dwarfed by his son these days.
Oh my God! I heard about that.
Yeah, Scotty's kind of Tim Borky size.
Oh my goodness!
Now let me do my proper introduction here, because
Okay.
I did my homework on you too.
Uh-oh.
Tim is another good old Alabama boy.
Well,
Yes.
yeah. But here's something you did not know. Did you know Tim finished his career at Memphis as the third leading passer in school history?
No, like still up to date.
No, well, he's down the list a little bit
I remember
now.
Tim running the ball a lot.
Well, let's just say this. I looked at Tim's season by season. White will throw for that many passes in every other game this year.
See, who did he have? He had Sam Kraft,
Right,
or Ray
Kraft.
Kraft. He had who else did he have?
But he had some
Man.
big wins. He was the quarterback.
I had Russell Copeland 1 year. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a lot. Yeah.
And Van Drayton.
Van Drayton, yeah, he's a good guy, man.
Yeah, Van's one of my buddies. He's still here in town.
Now you had a couple of big wins. You were the
Well, I had a little
quarterback.
help.
You were one of the quarterbacks for the Alabama win.
That's the only one that really counts.
And that, which we'll get into, because I do want to talk about that in a minute.
I know that next year they went. Was it next year they beat Florida? But Alabama, that was
you
Oh
beat,
yeah, we had to beat Alabama. Yeah.
and you beat Mississippi State like 31-10. And you want to know the cool thing about that? I'll tell you the difference in football, the way it is then and today. Do you remember how many yards you threw against Mississippi State?
I did not.
Okay, it was your career high.
131.
208.
Oh wow.
Don't forget we beat Ole Miss that year too.
Right.
In the Ole Miss.
Actually, 87 though, he got hurt and didn't play in that game, the Mississippi game.
You didn't play in the Ole Miss game?
Right, I didn't know. Yeah, well, I think I had an ankle.
No.
Yeah.
So what was that? Whitwell?
Whitwell. So
It was Rusty Trail.
Rusty Trail too.
Oh, Rusty Trail. Okay.
Yeah,
matter of
Trail came in
fact, strangely enough, Rusty was the first 300-yard passer in school
there.
history.
Oh yeah, I guess Southern Miss.
Yep.
No, you guys came in together, didn't you? Same year?
It's Brett Favre. Yeah,
Brett Favre?
We came in together back in '86.
Right. And I had some fun looking all your stuff up there.
Oh my goodness, a lot of injuries. You know, my helmet came off against UT.
This was like pre-computer days, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
I know it, man. We didn't have anything, did we? We had to make the film go through the little.
Oh, yeah,
little
actual
hall room to
projector.
Watch the film. Oh, the projector was terrible.
Oh man! Now they can watch it on their iPad as they're walking back and forth from class.
It
That's
is
what they
it
use,
is-
yeah.
It is definitely what they use in high school too.
I was going to say, you guys have that at Bartlett, don't you?
Yes, we have a lot of things that I never saw before.
Yeah.
Now let me
Well,
ask you
I
this, since you should know this: who's the Bartlett Panther on the Tigers roster right now?
Bartlett Panther running back.
Is there only? I thought there's more than one, isn't there?
Markevius
There's-
Weaver.
Well, Weaver, he's getting bigger. He actually visited my school. He comes back to school and meets the coach. You know, I hired a new coach this year. My Coach Haney, he was a 27-year coach for Houston and jumped over to help me out at Bartlett. And he resigned his position, and I had to go down to Alabama to get one.
Well, it's Alabama's,
Well,
Yeah, actually.
God's country.
Yeah, I did.
best teams money can buy.
I hired a guy that was from the winningest high school in Alabama right now.
Was that my high school?
It's little town. It's probably one. Now, this little town called Fayette. It's about 30 miles from Tuscaloosa.
Oh, okay.
And his dad is the winningest coach in Alabama history. He took over the program about 9 years ago, and he's doing a great job for us.
Well, y'all don't play
First
my
year.
alma mater, though, do you? My alma mater is now smaller school.
Which
Who's that?
one is that?
Raleigh, Egypt.
Oh man, I tell you what, they had some tough teams in the past. When I was a coach at Craigmont and Bolton, we played them, and they were always tough. They always had a lot of athletes.
Well, the coach out there now is going to do something special out there. He's got a lot going on.
Yes.
He came over, and I think Raleigh, Egypt's going to be. They're what 3A now. They
Probably so.
downsized and they'll contend for the state. I got to do my little Pharaoh bragging there.
Well, you know who left there a couple of years ago that really built it up and made them really tough? Wasn't that Coach Major Wright?
Major Wright,
Right.
yeah.
I think Major Wright. Well, now he's at Central.
I'll show you my age. Jack Turner was the coach when I was there.
Oh wow, I remember Jack.
Hey, is Chuck Bowler coaching still over at Bartlett?
Chuck Bowler is one of my history teachers. He's still a coach. I just got. Matter of fact, I was on the phone when I got your text. When I got a text from you guys, I was on the phone with Chuck Bowler, and he's coming over tonight, and we're just going to shop.
Tim, I got to admit, I was nervous. I texted you today and didn't get a response, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh no, oh no."
He wouldn't tell me who it was.
And he had no idea you were calling. I wasn't going to tell him.
Well, Scott Dillon, I tell you what, I always tried to keep track of him when he went to pro, and they was one of the fond memories that I have of the Tigers.
What
He
now?
always worked hard. Work ethic is out of this world.
Give me a moment in a game that with you and Scott that Tiger fans would appreciate on the field. That you went, yeah, that was amazing.
It's been a long time ago.
I know.
Well, I'll tell you what,
I'm older than both
the
of you. Shut up.
I'm just going to warn you that the concussion protocol was not in place. A lot of memories have lapsed.
It's called getting your bell rung.
I got that so many times because I ran the ball a lot, and
Right.
sometimes I throw it maybe under 10 times a game. Now they're throwing it 50, 60 times a game. I'm like, wow.
Did
It's
you know you
amazing.
were the third leading passer in school
No.
history when you left? You had no idea, did you?
I had no idea.
I mean, I didn't. Well, I knew you were up there, and it's
Uh-huh.
fascinating because if you look at the numbers, you finished your 4-year Memphis career with 2,800 yards passing.
Wow.
Okay, that's half a season in some cases. Well,
Oh,
that's
I know.
3/4 of the
Different game back
season.
then.
Oh yeah.
I mean, running the
It's a
ball
different
was key.
game, and we had a lot of beef up front.
Now, see,
A lot of-
when
a
you
lot of
guys
beef
were
up there.
playing, I was stationed out at Marine Corps Air Station El Toro. So
Oh.
every time I got to see it, they didn't have all the TV and stuff either. So I'm basically reading about it from wire stories because you don't get all that. And as a matter of fact, the Alabama game, y'all appreciate this. You know what I was doing? Flying back
What?
to Southern California. They
Oh, you
swore
were-
to me that was going to be a night game.
Oh, really?
Yep. And so if it was a night game, I had to be back in. So I had to check in for duty on Sunday. So if it was a night game, there was no way we could fly back that night to the West Coast. So I didn't go to the game. And then they moved it to the day game, which I could have gone to because I would have been able to get a flight out at 8, 9 o'clock. So when y'all were beating Alabama, I was on an airplane back to Southern California.
You know, it's a funny story. You know, Scott being an Alabama boy myself, that was probably one of the sweetest wins because I had half my school that came to the game. They wanted tickets, so I got as many tickets as possible. Got half of Gordo, Alabama at the stadium, and we actually rented out a whole hotel afterwards to have a party. So
Wow.
it was a fun time.
Now, how
It was
many
a
of them
great
were
time.
happy that you beat them?
Every one of them except my girlfriend at the time. Too. My girlfriend was mad. I was like, "You wouldn't talk to me that night. It's weird."
My wife's aunt.
Please tell me that's not your wife today.
No, and that was definitely not going to happen after that. That was terrible.
She let
Wait
you
a minute,
right then.
you beat Alabama and it cost you a marriage.
Oh my God! Actually, it helped me
Blessing
out,
in
man, you know.
disguise.
Wow. Well, you
It's a
know,
blessing.
yeah, ain't that the truth? Sometimes things work out for a reason.
So what was
That's
this
just
the
so
concussion protocol we didn't have thing?
Oh, you know what? I got knocked out so many times, and most of the time I would have to go back in. But a couple of times I got knocked out and I stayed out. So, but the next week I was in, unless I had a broken bone or something, and things of that nature. But there were so many great times, you know, running the ball. And the thing about it with me, I know the lineman got really mad at me because I would, if I rolled out one way and it was just too much congestion, I'd backtrack and the lineman would say, "Oh my God!" And I'd wear the lineman out because they had the blocks for only the runs back and forth. I was trying to see a receiver downfield, but Chuck Bowler said, "Man, you need to stay in one place." You know, when you get mad at me, I have to be. So, anyways, I ran a lot, and it was something that you don't see anymore, especially out of these pro type quarterbacks. Man,
They just wing it.
Launching it.
they
But-
do. They win.
And we were just talking before we went to the break, that this offense is actually a run-first offense under Coach Norvell. And
I'll tell you what,
and
he's
people don't
impressive.
realize it.
Mhm. You can't tell it if you really don't, if you haven't watched it, don't know what they're doing. But certainly they have a lot of reads out there, and certainly the quarterback's doing a great job. And what scares me is when everybody preseason rankings, man. Preseason, it's just something that makes me nervous for the Tigers.
We're not used to that kind of positive attention, is what you're telling me.
I'm telling you, I love being the underdog.
Yeah.
I love it. I love being underdog, but it's a lot of pressure when they say, "Well, this team's going to make it here in this bowl."
You know,
and that.
favored to win every game. It's like,
Yeah, so it's spooky,
don't
especially when
don't
the first
believe the
one-
hype as the
when
players.
the
Don't
first
believe
one
the
is
hype.
tough. I know, and I hope they're not. I hope they're not looking at that and underestimating their
Yeah.
opponents. But you know what, Norvell is so good at getting those players ready.
Yeah, he'll get them fired up.
Big motivator.
I want to. Can you stay with us another segment?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got to take our second break of the night. I got to get some more of these memories out of you.
Okay, well, I might can remember a couple of them.
Come on. Matter of fact, I need to stop and see you one day too while I'm out. I'm thank you for calling in. What we're going to do is we're going to go to a break, and then when we come back, we'll talk more to Tim Jones and Scott Dill right here on the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Clean on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7.
Greg Gaston, Eli Savoy. Sports 56 Middays comes your way from 10 till 1 every weekday. Presented by FedEx on Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
You guys have heard me year after year brag about my Wolf Chase Honda CRV mobile studio. Well, I got rid of it. That's right, no more CRV. Now I've got an HRV. I went to Wolf Chase Honda and traded the CRV for a 2019 HRV EX. I'm like a kid in a candy store with this car. It's got all the toys. I don't even have to take my keys out of my pocket to drive. With the Honda sensing technology that includes collision mitigation and lane keeping assist, I'm going to be safer on the road too. Oh, and it's a beautiful blue, like a tiger blue. Now is a great time for you to go see them out at Wolf Chase Honda. They've got some amazing deals on Accord, CRV, Civics, Pilots, and Fits in addition to the HRVs. They will not only make you a great deal, but they've got the premier service department in the Mid-South. Go by and see them at 2982 Germantown Parkway, which is just north of the Galleria, to get into a Honda today. Wolf Chase Honda, the official vehicle provider of the Blue and Gray Show.
Hi everybody, I'm Jerry Jeffries from Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning. We're proud to be in our 5th year being the title and presenting sponsor of the Blue and Gray Show. We are a locally owned and operated business that supports our Memphis Tigers.
We've done this one, Jerry. Let's try something a little different.
Different?
Yeah, for instance, you guys are an amazing carpet repair company too.
Anyone who's ever had pets knows that cats and dogs can destroy carpet. We can go to your home and save you thousands of dollars by repairing your carpet when you thought you would have to replace it.
Go on, tell them the best part.
What best part?
You know.
Oh, did I do the repair?
You hear? The owner of the company comes in and repairs your carpet that saves you thousands of dollars. Yeah, that's my favorite part. Okay, now the other stuff.
We can clean your whole home, ceiling to floor, for any budget, whether it's a one-time deep clean or regular visits to keep your home looking good. We can get you ready for that big party, too, and on short notice. All you got to do is call us to make an appointment. 901-327-1884. All of our services have a warranty, and your satisfaction is guaranteed.
I love that part, too.
Can I finish this?
Sorry.
We do free in-home estimates, so you will know the price up front and the results you can expect when we are done. We have special discounts for rental properties, military, and first responders as well. We are a company that gives you great service at a fair price, so call us at Tiger Paws Carpet Upholstery Cleaning, 901-327-1884, or look for Tiger Paws Carpet Upholstery Cleaning on Facebook.
Since 1974, Bartlett Home Furnishings has been locally owned and operated, furnishing homes in Memphis and the Mid-South with beautiful quality furniture. At Bartlett Home Furnishings, we believe in providing you with the best service, quality, and value. We're committed to selling the best quality furniture for the best price. Our designers love helping customers select the right pieces for their homes, creating the room of your dreams, all the while working within your budget. Visit Bartlett Home Furnishings today at 2755 Bartlett Boulevard or at bartletthomefurnishingsmemphis.com. Go Tigers!
The Blue and Gray Show is happy to have Tiger Bookstore back as our game day sponsor. Tiger Bookstore is...
Tiger Bookstore is my dad's favorite place to get his Tiger gear.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm busy here. And doesn't your family live in Missouri?
Tiger Bookstore's website is so easy that they can get their Tigers gear without leaving the house. Tiger Bookstore has got everything they need for tailgating, game day, and the latest in Tiger styles. I don't want to sound mean, but TigerBookstore.com is so easy my dad could do it.
Can I finish, please?
If you must.
Make sure you get by Tiger Bookstore before every home game to get your game day shirt for only $5. These shirts are a must-have for any Tiger fan. Tiger Bookstore is located at 3533 Walker Avenue, just off of main campus. Their friendly staff will help you get everything you need for the season.
Now, back to the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning. Here once again is John Stacy.
All right, welcome back to the Blue and Gray Show. Debut 2019. It's here. I am so ready for this season. All right, let's get back to the phone. All right.
Back to the phone.
Tim Jones is with us on the phone. And look, right now, Tim, let me do this real quick before we get to you. You can message us at any one of the social media platforms at Sports 56 WHBQ on Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. You can go up there and you can leave us a message. And if you've got a message for Scott or Tim, just let us know, and we'll ask them.
Or John or Drew.
Or John or Drew. Nobody cares what me and Drew think.
You're right. They really don't.
Now, okay, one of the things I didn't tell you is my mother was from a small town in northwest Alabama named Red Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now I went to
Right down
kindergarten
there.
and first grade in Red Bay.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So half of first grade. But my grandmother raised me, and she said she was mad because she couldn't make that Alabama thing stick with me. But it is what it is. Other than beating Alabama, which was personal for both of y'all, because I'm sure
That was my UT. Everybody wants
Right.
to beat University of Tennessee. Alabama was that for most of us. And we had a lot of Alabama guys on the team.
So
we did.
What was it like going home?
My now wife, which was my girlfriend at the time, we went to the Auburn-Alabama game afterwards. Auburn fans were cheering us. Alabama. I had on my letter jacket. She had on my letter vest or something. And we were getting booed by the Bama fans and cheered on by the Auburn fans.
And Tim? It didn't go well, is what you're telling me.
No, going home, the town, every town in Alabama, you got half Auburn and half Alabama.
Right.
I mean, no matter what.
I got
town
family
you enter.
like that.
Oh, it's weird. My brother's from Auburn, and my dad was an Alabama guy, so even my family was kind of torn. But when I went home, everybody's, I tried to make one football game at the end of the year. Sometimes I'd make a playoff game that Gordon was in, and I'd go there and I wear my Memphis jacket and proud and all that. And tons of people come up to me. They were all happy. But you got to know that a lot of the guys I played with down there, they actually went to the game. We were fortunate to win a state championship down there in Alabama, and all those guys wanted to come see me, and I just got them as many tickets as I could and got them up there at that game. It was just a really happy time. Now, we were very confident back then. We had one of the biggest lines around.
Oh, yes, you did. Matter of fact, I did the numbers on that. You're as big as today's offensive line was. That's the interesting part about that.
Oh, yeah, they were big. And I'll tell you one game. He told me to think about a game that stood out. And I don't know, Scott, the concussion protocol. I told you about that. Scott, everybody probably had concussions back then.
I got a bell rung.
Scott and the other linemen, we were at Tulsa, and we were up just a little bit, and we had to have it was our last drive, and I'll tell you what, I handed it off maybe 13 to 15 times, and it just pounded them, and the line took it. I didn't have to throw the ball in the fourth quarter. I was just handing it off. It was amazing.
Wayne
what the
Pryor.
line did.
You had a good set of backs back there, too.
Oh.
It was a shame when we played Tulane, Gerald White got his knee hurt because, man, he was good, too. I don't know how, that was my senior year, so I don't know how he came back from that. But
All right, you guys, okay. Victor, we're going to get to your question right after we get through this stuff. You guys had some memorable wins in your time. Yeah. And obviously Alabama for the personal type. Is there one game that we won that game and, wow, I can't believe we did that.
Well, the Florida game was their homecoming down there.
Okay.
And
that was
a lot of
Smith,
people
too.
had Emmett Smith. Yes. And we were pumped up. We had a lot of Florida guys. And I don't know, Scott,
Well, Coach Bailey brought in a bunch of Florida guys.
Right.
Yeah.
I tell you what, our defense back in those days was awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, when I first got there and through after I finished, our defenses were awesome.
No, there were some NFL caliber guys on those side of the line.
You had, my first 2 years, we had Eric Ferris, middle linebacker.
Eric Ferris was
awesome.
as good as it gets. Yes.
Mike McKay, that Georgia took him out because he was killing them so bad, so they do a high-low on him.
Didn't you play
Derek
with Tim
Burrows,
Harris?
Donnie Elder. Who else? What was
Tim
that, Tim?
Harris?
Tim Harris.
Dennis
Tim.
Tim is still, whenever I'm around, I've been around Tim, I'm going, boy, am I a small human being.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I stand next to Scott and I feel like an 8-year-old. So.
Oh, yeah.
but winning these games, I wish we could have built on it better than what we ended up doing.
Well, we had some bad luck, coaching changes, terrible times.
Yeah.
Coach Bailey really had the program coming back.
But he had
quick.
enough problems off the field that kept him out of the job.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Well, there's a little more to all that. But
that's my point.
Really it scared me when our coach went to Virginia Tech. But then Coach Norvell came in and he just kept it rolling.
What we got going now. What's your favorite thing right now, Tim, about what Coach Norvell's done?
I tell you, but and I think at Hodation noticed the first quarterback. You know how he brought the new guy in, and he had that quarterback battle during the spring, and he brought that kid in, and every year he has a great quarterback out there, and receivers, and I mean he keeps those guys coming in. Back in the day we'd get a couple here, a couple there, maybe one or two blue chippers, and then the rest of them would be who Alabama and Tennessee didn't want.
Now here's an inside question. What's the talk among schools, high schools in Memphis, about kids going to Memphis now instead of going elsewhere?
Well, you're seeing more and more want to go. Like the kid that came from Bartlett, well, he could have gone other places and had a scholarship, but he decided to go to Memphis because he wanted to play for his hometown. Plus, it's a premier team now. Back in the day, they weren't as well known. Now, they're competing every week, every year. They're in the mix, and it's just winning championships. It's amazing.
And look
at five straight wins. Yeah. And now we got, and Victor, we will get to your question because I want to get into depth on that one, and we'll do that at the end of the break at the next segment. Somebody's got a question for Scott on the offensive line changes, which he's got a little personal vested interest in. Well, think about it for a minute, Junior. But of all you've been in the school systems for how many years?
Oh, this is my 28th year.
Wow. Have you among the schools? This is the most we've had kids talking about staying at home and going to Memphis than ever before, and that sustained success. To me, I think we're a program right now akin to what Florida State was in the early 70s and late 80s,
totally
70s and 80s.
We're on the verge of something big.
Right. I think this could be a program that can be dominant for many years to come. And now that's a little bit of a Pollyanna.
Well, we got to keep it going, but they've actually started building the indoor practice facility.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be a big help recruiting. And,
right.
They've already got the coach's office and all, but they broke ground, got stuff going up.
I've been over there. I was over there for practice Friday, and if you have not been over to the facility, go look at it. Yeah. It's second to none. And the Liberty Bowl locker room.
Yes, isn't it?
I've seen that. That's beautiful.
A little better than what. Have you seen it, Tim? I mean, the little closet we had.
I did see it. I looked at the magazine. I wasn't in it, but I actually looked at the magazines that the pictures came out in. I asked for that from my superintendent. I said, "Can I do the high school locker rooms like that?" He goes, "Heck no."
Yeah, come up with that 1.1 and we'll talk.
Yeah, that's right. Well, the city of Bartlett still we're investing a lot in the rehabbing the place, and we just built a new football field. So the Bartlett High School football team has a new home, and we're building. Yeah.
Sort of a weird note, but when I grew up in Rose Valley, which is right next to Raleigh Egypt High School. The kids in my neighborhood, before they actually built the high school, went to Bartlett.
Okay.
Yeah.
So their people I grew up with, their big brothers and big sisters went to Bartlett.
I guarantee you.
Because we were out in Raleigh when Raleigh really wasn't a thing. There was dirt roads coming into our neighborhood at one point.
Well, it was the place to be at one time. I think my superintendent graduated from Raleigh Egypt.
Oh, wow.
David Stevens.
Yeah. One guy that played with me, he is a senior my freshman year, I believe, but Getty Self. Yeah.
Yep. Getty's was a
Raleigh Egypt.
Raleigh Egypt guy. I know all my Raleigh Egypt guys.
You know what, the Pharaohs?
Yep.
Raleigh Egypt.
The Pharaoh, that's right.
And I can proudly say I went and saw the Sphinx in Egypt myself. So.
Unlike next door neighbor here?
Yeah. Who just makes it up as he goes along. Tim, what is your best memory as a Tiger?
Oh, there's so many of them on and off the field. I actually was an engineering major, turned mathematics. I, did that thing, and it's very difficult to my time doing practice and studying for those physics exams.
And the no concussion protocol didn't help
it
much either.
was terrible.
Plus, no time limits on practice and
no, they could practice
3 days,
3 or 4 or 5 days. And
Dang.
And Scott, he could probably appreciate that. His lineman coach caught me sneaking out one day. Rick Trickett.
Rick Trickett.
You remember that guy?
Yeah. I'll tell
He
you,
made me do ups and downs like forever.
he was a really good coach, though. He made us
He did.
tougher.
He loved you
know.
guys.
Yeah, he turned this one into an NFL lineman for 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. He was he knew what he was doing. That's why he survived so many years down at Florida State and that. But my memories, I'll tell you what I did. I'll tell you one memory that sticks out because it's funny. We're down and playing in the Superdome against Tulane. I'm doing that rolling out saying back and forth. And I rolled to the right and I rolled to the left and did one of those things. And I had to roll back to the right. I said, man, I got to get rid of this ball so I can take a 20-yard loss. So the lineman did a great job of keeping him off there. So I said, well, I got to get rid of this ball. I'm just going to throw it. We're on the 50-yard line. I'm going to throw it out of the back of the end zone. Back then I could throw it a little bit. But I didn't. He didn't let me as much because we're running team. So I tried to throw it out of the back of the end zone. Well, it didn't quite make it out of the back of the end zone. One of my Tigers were sitting in the corner. I didn't see him, but he grabbed it before it went out of bounds, and it was a touchdown. I said, oh, my God, I didn't see that.
Who was that?
I think it was Bush.
It was the first unintentional touchdown in football.
You know, that's exactly what you were trying to do. It was totally intentional.
Oh, that's perfect.
Perfect pass. That's what I meant to do.
At the corner of my eye.
I know there are people, and I was at the golf tournament the other day and saw Matt Kuchar hit a ball that bounced off the rocks right there in front of 11, and it bounced onto the green. I heard somebody behind me say, yeah, I was sitting there on 11, and somebody behind me said, see, he's so good he can bounce it off the rocks next to the hole.
He meant
and I went, he meant to do that. That was that touchdown right there was a Matt Kuchar moment.
It was. Hey, I was there when Kuchar did it, by the way. I love watching that stuff. Those guys are phenomenal out there.
Yeah, but we sat there now, but that's another story altogether. An unintentional. Oh, I got to go to the top of the hour break. Tim, thank you so much for calling. We're gonna have to try and get you in here one week with us. All right.
Hey, I love it, man. I appreciate it. Scott, nice talking to you.
You too, man. Good luck to y'all's football team this year, Tim.
Thank you.
All right, Tim Jones, everybody. Thanks a lot, buddy. Tim Jones, man. See, Tim's a good guy. Hey, Victor, we will get your question as soon as we get back from the top of the hour break. Drew's looking at me waving hands and stuff. We'll be back right here on the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery on Sports 56 WHBQ 87.7 and 96.1. I screwed that up.
The Blue and Gray Show is happy to have Tiger Bookstore back as our game day sponsor. Tiger Bookstore is...
Tiger Bookstore is my dad's favorite place to get his Tiger gear.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm busy here. And doesn't your family live in Missouri?
Tiger Bookstore's website is so easy that they can get their Tigers gear without leaving the house. Tiger Bookstore has got everything they need for tailgating, game day, and the latest in Tiger styles. I don't want to sound mean, but TigerBookstore.com is so easy my dad could do it.
Can I finish, please?
If you must.
Make sure you get by Tiger Bookstore before every home game to get your game day shirt for only $5. These shirts are a must-have for any Tiger fan. Tiger Bookstore is located at 3533 Walker Avenue, just off of main campus. Their friendly staff will help you get everything you need for the season.
Since 1974, Bartlett Home Furnishings has been locally owned and operated, furnishing homes in Memphis and the Mid-South with beautiful quality furniture. At Bartlett Home Furnishings, we believe in providing you with the best service, quality, and value. We're committed to selling the best quality furniture for the best price. Our designers love helping customers select the right pieces for their homes, creating the room of your dreams, all the while working within your budget. Visit Bartlett Home Furnishings today at 2755 Bartlett Boulevard or at BartlettHomeFurnishingMemphis.com. Go Tigers!
You guys have heard me year after year brag about my Wolf Chase Honda CRV mobile studio. Well, I got rid of it. That's right, no more CRV. Now I've got an HRV. I went to Wolf Chase Honda and traded the CRV for a 2019 HRV EX. I'm like a kid in a candy store with this car. It's got all the toys. I don't even have to take my keys out of my pocket to drive. With the Honda sensing technology that includes collision mitigation and lane keeping assist, I'm going to be safer on the road too. Oh, and it's a beautiful blue, like a tiger blue. Now is a great time for you to go see them out at Wolf Chase Chase Honda. They've got some amazing deals on Accord, CRV, Civics, Pilots, and Fits in addition to the HRVs. They will not only make you a great deal, but they've got the premier service department in the Mid-South. Go by and see them at 2982 Germantown Parkway, which is just north of the Galleria, to get into a Honda today. Wolf Chase Honda, the official vehicle provider of the Blue and Gray Show.
Hi, Tiger fans. This is Alan Cross. Thanks for listening to the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning. This show is about Tigers football by guys who love Tigers football. But the show isn't just about John and Drew. Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning has been the presenting sponsor of the show since the first one back in 2015. They're a member of the Tiger home team as a primary supporter of the University of Memphis. For me to keep playing ball down in Tampa, I have to be able to do many different things at a high level. Tiger Paws does the same thing. They've got carpet cleaning packages that suit every need. They can repair and stretch your carpets to make it look new. They can clean tile and grout, hardwood floors, and your upholstery. How good are they? They guarantee your satisfaction. They won't oversell what can be done either. Tiger Paws has a package just for about everyone, including those who rent. They'll give you an honest professional estimate. Oh, and the Tiger Paws won't show up to your house and say, but you need this too. They're the most honest and professional cleaning service in the city. They now offer general home cleaning too. So when the in-laws are coming in unexpected, you can be ready for that surprise family inspection. Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning loves the Tigers and those who serve us. They offer discounts for emergency responders and military. Give Tiger Paws a call at 901-327-1884. That's 901-327-1884. Thanks again for listening to the Blue and Gray Show and supporting the Tigers. Go Tigers, go!
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM Tunica Memphis, and WPG-FLP Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Now, back to the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning. Here once again is John Stacy.
Welcome back to the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7. And by the way, you can watch us on at Sports 56 on Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. I got it all right. I'm amazed. And you can message us because we're going to answer a question. Before we do anything else, I'm going to have Scott answer this question because Victor's been holding on it really a good while, and I apologize for it taking so long.
All right. So Victor wants to know about the 3 new O-linemen.
Right.
So one of the 3 is my son, Scotty Dill.
And he's a little guy.
And, he's about 6'8" or 9", 310 pounds now, and he's really quick. He got to play a good bit last year and did really well. So, hopefully everybody stays healthy. That's one key. So feel really good about him. Obina Easy, he's got tons of talent. He hadn't played that much yet, right. But I think he's going to be really good. He was a big 5-star out of the Nashville area. He'll be a redshirt sophomore, I believe. And then, we almost kind of have 4 because Dustin Woodard has moved to center.
Right.
And but he's been starting since he was a freshman, so this will be his 4th year as a starter. And then the other is Manny Lopez, which is a junior college kid from Phoenix, Arizona, and he's a big boy. Looks like he's going to be really good. So
these kids know the system and the blocking schemes and. So, do you expect them to miss? Because let's face it, they lost Drew Kaiser.
We lost Trayvon, Roger Joseph.
They're good offensive linemen, but these kids have been in the system. So, is there going to be that much of a drop off? Would you expect?
No, one thing they've got going for them, they got a really good offensive line coach with Ryan Silverfield, and he's really good about hitting the details, and they like him a lot. Really good coach, and they've been doing, it's different now. They've been going through all these plays. Offensive line, that's the biggest probably position where, I know what my guy next to me, you were talking earlier about the continuity of playing together. It could take them a little bit of time, but I think, with spring, they've already been together.
Right.
They've got basically a month to get ready for this first game. I think they'll be, they're
a pretty
really
tight
good.
group,
and they're big. We got a big line.
Oh, scary big,
and athletic. I think we got good athletes over there too, which will help.
And I noticed one of the new graduate assistant over there, involved with all them linemen getting ready too.
A tight end guy,
skinny now too.
Yeah.
And that's a friend of the show too, Mr. Alan Cross. I went to practice Friday, and. We're watching, and Gabe Kuhn was with me, and we watched them and they're huge.
Yeah.
You stand behind them, you're in the shade, and they're that big, and it's like, wow. But you saw a camaraderie among them that I was impressed with.
Yeah, I think they all get along really well. And to answer Victor's question, I mean, until we get live competition, we'll see August 31st. But
right.
I feel good about them. I think they're going to be. I think it's going to be almost an upgrade. Trayvon was, like I said, Trayvon, Drew, Joseph. They were really good. But I think we're going to be probably a little bigger. And able to move guys off the ball maybe a little better.
That's a heck of a statement, too.
And, with Patrick Taylor running the ball, I think his technique kind of goes better with a little more movement off of the line.
Right.
Darrell Henderson, he's got that super speed and busts through those little creases. Patrick kind of, what's that running back from Alabama that's at the Titans now?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry kind of reminds me of him. And, a lot of power. He's fast. And, and then, all the guys we got behind him. What's that? Tim Taylor, which I was looking forward to seeing him in spring, but I guess he was nicked.
Yeah, I had a conversation with two running backs a couple of years ago and this was Tim Taylor's redshirt year.
Yeah.
And I asked him, who's the best back on this team? Now, kind of figuring they would go back and forth at each other,
Why?
right? And they go, Tim Taylor. I went, huh?
And then
the kid that's not going to play? And then Kenny Gainwell, who many think will be, he's coming in next. But see, I think Taylor's the forgotten one back there.
Yeah, well, like I said, I was really looking forward to seeing him in spring, and I don't know, would he have an ankle or something? Yeah. He was dinged a little bit, and so he didn't really play much. But we're talking about all the players we've had over the years. I mean, look at the running backs we've had over the past 5-6 years. I mean, every year
we had some that left.
Yeah, I mean,
Jarvis Cooper comes to mind.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of that talent that Coach Norvell's recruited back there in that backfield is just outstanding.
Yeah, I hope we keep that coming because that helps alleviate some pressure for the passing game, opens it up a little more, and so does the passing game opens up for running game. So that's where having a good balance helps out between the two. But
what do you think the hardest thing that offensive line is going to have to learn going into that with the three new parts? I mean, 60% of it's new, and we talked about that continuity on defense being a good thing. What's the hardest thing for that offensive line to learn?
Yeah, just from what's going to be, especially on the first couple of games, is getting into that game shape. So, when you start getting tired, you drop your technique.
Right.
And, nobody realizes if you had never played offensive line how much technique's involved. So I think, maintaining their technique as they get tired, that's probably right. So, in the fourth quarter, be strong, be in shape, and fight through that because, that is having three new starters could be a little, that could be where their challenge is. And, I think they'll do fine with it. Coach Orms has had them working hard this summer. They're in shape. Nothing gets you really in that football game shape other than getting out there with the pads on in the heat. But, I think they'll be ready, and I think they're going to be really strong. I think we're, if anything, it might be a little better than what we've had.
Right. Okay. I'm doing three things at once again. And I apologize. The thing about being on video is now you can't hide when you're doing stuff, can you? Everything's out there for the world to see.
Eye in the sky.
I'm the only one that's able to hide.
Speaking of which, have you noticed my new shirt here? This is a new Tiger Bookstore.
Well, I see it. I didn't know it was new.
Another dry fit. I got the first sideline polo. My wife likes the sideline polo this year. I got the first one off the rack the other day.
Hey, one other thing. I just want to kick back to that offensive line thing.
Go ahead.
With Drew Kaiser losing all of his experience. Yeah, I know it's a new position, but Dustin, he's been in that offense for this will be his fourth year, and I think that's gonna, as far as moving him to center, he's gonna have all the the center kind of quarterbacks the offensive line, directs them on the changes that got to be made at the line, and I think he'll be solid on that because like I said, he knows the offense, 4 years of it. I think he'll that'll be a pretty smooth transition for him.
So he can just step into that role that Drew had pretty much seamlessly because he's been involved. That makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah. I mean, that's he's the guy that gets things set up down there, and I think he'll do real well. He's got all the experience.
Yeah. By the way, and I hate to break from the football conversation, we'll move on to something else because I do want to talk about the running backs situation. We started getting on that. I want to remind everybody we got a new sponsor this year in DTC Investments, our ventures. I'm sorry, I got that wrong again. Our buddy Dana Capocaccia. If you've got a property that just kind of fell in your lap, you don't know what to do with, estate sales and such, these guys are the ways to fix it. Give them a call. Give our buddy Dana a call at 901-553-9591, and they will, DTC Ventures, they will get you that problem solved for you. Okay, now, the running back situation is something that a lot of people has got a lot of spotlight because I think P6 is as good as any back. And if he repeats last year, he's going to be the second all-time leading rusher in school history. And that's not any small task, in my opinion. Do we need more? Is Gainwell and Taylor the key to his success because they offer that change of pace? Or is it the passing game that'll pull some of the pressure off of him?
I would say both. You look at, we run the ball a good bit.
Right.
And what helps is if you got a good combo, especially if they're kind of different paced guys, is you can rotate them. And then the second half when the defense starts running down and they're still pretty fresh, they can really, start making big, explosion bust through the line, get the long runs. So,
we had a discussion last year, and I think you were in on that one. Drew, remember the discussion we had about Darrell Henderson being a 25 carry back, 20 to 25 carry a game back? He wasn't that. But Patrick Taylor is.
Yeah, but, you still having those other guys that can give him a blow, and we're not losing anything. That's
and it's a different defense that you got to think about those two.
About Tim Taylor, he's a lot like Darrell Henderson's what I've been told.
Right.
So, Darrell having that kind of speed because I believe Tim was a track runner, right?
Yeah. Well, Pollard and Henderson are the ones that told me he's the best running back on the team. Yeah. So,
and then this guy that transferred in, is he eligible?
Let's talk about Travion Samuel. I went to practice Friday. Y'all heard me say that. That kid impressed me to no end, and he impressed Gabe to no. Gabe Kuhn and I were then standing there, and John Harden, and we were sitting there going, and that kid was jaw dropping. I mean, his burst. Now they weren't in pads, so we'll see what happens in pads. That's a different animal. But Samuel, to me, is going to be the surprise this year. I'm guessing that he's going to be returning kicks as well. So I'm
him or I don't know. Will they just stick with?
Punts? Pop's been doing punts, and Pop's done kickoffs too.
Well, you have two guys back there anyway,
right?
So.
But I don't think we'll miss a beat there either. I think that he filled that role pretty well. But we've got a lot of guys back on that roster. I think who I expect to have a big year this year who has just been kind of waiting to do it.
Who's that?
Kadarian Jones. I think Kadarian will have a good year this year. And with all the DeMonte is really, really good. But when you're drawing that, Kadarian to me is a kid that can be a kid that catches the ball and breaks the big one without much of a fanfare. So I'm looking forward to seeing him. And then there's just a list of guys.
Yeah, who's going to be the surprise that you don't even expect that shows up and just tears it up?
I think there'll be there. I think this offense has got so many weapons, and I do not follow recruiting. I have made no bones about that. Because if you're trying to figure out what a 17-year-old kid's going to do, go find his girlfriend, and that'll tell you a lot about it. But what Norvell has done with this roster is amazing to me. He's done some just great stuff about getting kids that can make plays, and that's the key to success, in my opinion. And when they get them on campus, but mark my words. Go ahead and just write it down. Samuel is going to be the guy, and he made big plays at Louisville.
Yeah.
So he did that in the ACC. So he could be that guy that by the end of the season he's the talk of the town, and he became eligible yesterday.
Okay. What about the kid that from Naval Prep, Lausanne? What's Mario Nolan Dillard? What's his?
He's going to be another one of those guys that's going to be a surprise. I haven't gotten my numbers on him here somewhere. But he's. I mean, you go out there and you watch practice yesterday, and I want to go out next week when they're in full pads to get a better understanding, because a lot of guys look good in shorts, and it's a different animal.
And they start scrimmaging, you'll really get to see what's going on.
Yeah.
So.
By the way, and
All of them.
I mentioned it just briefly, but one of the guys I want to talk about, because I love the kid, and that's Alan Cross.
Alan Cross. He's the
Cross
suspected tight end that's GA and offensive line coach.
Oh, my goodness. He's out there. He's working as hard as the players are. And, I mean, he was wearing a hoodie on Friday. It was 90 degrees out there.
Scotty said when Alan was playing at Memphis, he said, I've never seen him drop a ball and never saw him get tired doing conditioning, so he's just a little different.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I got the Allen plug in there. Now let's talk about the tight ends. Because to me, we've got the best tight end combination of everybody in this league. And top 10, 15 in the country. Because Joey Magnifico, if it was possible, is bigger. He still looks like he's 8 years old. But he's a lot bigger, a lot stronger, and faster. Coach Storms, I love the guy. He transforms these kids.
Yeah, that whole strength staff is really good.
But I do not envy them at all when they're running up the stairs at the Liberty Bowl.
No.
While we're sitting at home, those kids are running How's Scotty like that, by the way?
He loves it.
Yeah.
It's been there Friday
Dad,
morning.
You're not
workout.
lying.
No, that stadium, walk up the stairs one time and you figure out how much they like that. But
how many times a day do they run that?
I think that was there during the summer Fridays. Friday morning, they'd go up there like at 7 in the morning, go run the stadium. And then they do some more stuff on the field after that.
Just next time you're in there, look up and think about that for a minute.
Well, just go walk up them once.
But that's the difference between winning a ball game in November and losing it.
Yeah. Don't forget Sean Dykes.
Well, I hadn't got to Sean yet, but I wanted to finish with Joey. Allen is the all-time leading tight end in school history with touchdowns, receptions, and yards. Joey can't get him on receptions unless we throw the ball a lot more to him.
Yeah.
But he can get him in yards, and he can get him in touchdowns if he repeats this year. And Joey got great hands for a tight end.
Yeah. He was a wideout at St. Benedict.
Yeah. So I fully expect this to go, and that we run a lot of plays through that tight end.
Yeah.
So I would not, with Joey looking the way, and when I'm making a big deal about these guys getting bigger, stronger, faster, I'm not kidding. If you've not seen them yet, just O'Brien, Goodson, and Joey are the first two that jump out to me.
How'd Dorcius look? Did you see him out there?
Oh, that was even better. They had him playing on the edge in some of the drills. Can you imagine Joseph Dorcius coming off the edge? I would not want to be a quarterback in this league for no amount of money at that point.
Last year, he was playing fullback on some short yardage stuff for offense.
I want him to get a touchdown.
And he goes leading a run all the way down the field.
Oh,
I swear he was out running Darrell Henderson.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Well, if I'm a defensive back and Joseph Dorcius is running at me, I'm getting the hell out the way. Wouldn't you?
Yeah,
You've been
probably.
awful quiet.
I'm just listening.
But I think, oh man, see, I saw Joseph Dorcius coming off the edge. Think about that for a minute. Okay, normally it's that long, lean guy, that
looks like a sprinter, a deer,
right?
Just
Joseph will, when he hits some people off that edge, they won't forget his name. I guarantee you of that.
Yeah, and then, we still got Bryce Huff out there at defensive end that's an excellent pass rusher.
And you know who I think is going to have a big year this year?
Who?
We'll talk about it when we get back.
Got a haircut?
Well, no. Mm-mm. But what we're going to do, if we come back, we're going to talk about Tiger Scholarship Fund, which I think is one of the most important things that we have in the program. We'll be back right here on the Blue and Gray Show on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7. Y'all got to quit.
From Penny, the Tiger player.
I think it's just Anthony Hardaway this and Anthony Hardaway that, but we have just more than one player on the team.
Through Penny, the Tiger coach.
Well, I think the main game plan is we can teach you. We're going to develop you. We're going to get you better.
For over 25 years, we have been real sports talk for Memphis in the Mid-South. Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
You guys have heard me year after year brag about my Wolf Chase Honda CRV mobile studio. Well, I got rid of it. That's right, no more CRV. Now I've got an HRV. I went to Wolf Chase Honda and traded the CRV for a 2019 HRV EX. I'm like a kid in a candy store with this car. It's got all the toys. I don't even have to take my keys out of my pocket to drive. With the Honda sensing technology that includes collision mitigation and lane keeping assist, I'm going to be safer on the road too. Oh, and it's a beautiful blue, like a tiger blue. Now is a great time for you to go see them out at Wolf Chase Honda. They've got some amazing deals on Accord, CRV, Civics, Pilots, and Fits in addition to the HRVs. They will not only make you a great deal, but they've got the premier service department in the Mid-South. Go by and see them at 2982 Germantown Parkway, which is just north of the Galleria, to get into a Honda today. Wolf Chase Honda, the official vehicle provider of the Blue and Gray Show.
Since 1974, Bartlett Home Furnishings has been locally owned and operated, furnishing homes in Memphis and the Mid-South with beautiful quality furniture. At Bartlett Home Furnishings, we believe in providing you with the best service, quality, and value. We're committed to selling the best quality furniture for the best price. Our designers love helping customers select the right pieces for their homes, creating the room of your dreams, all the while working within your budget. Visit Bartlett Home Furnishings today at 2755 Bartlett Boulevard or at bartletthomefurnishings.memphis.com. Go Tigers!
The Blue and Gray Show is happy to have Tiger Bookstore back as our game day sponsor. Tiger Bookstore is...
Tiger Bookstore is my dad's favorite place to get his Tiger gear.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm busy here. And doesn't your family live in Missouri?
Tiger Bookstore's website is so easy that they can get their Tigers gear without leaving the house. Tiger Bookstore has got everything they need for tailgating, game day, and the latest in Tiger styles. I don't want to sound mean, but TigerBookstore.com is so easy my dad could do it.
Can I finish, please?
If you must.
Make sure you get by Tiger Bookstore before every home game to get your game day shirt for only $5. These shirts are a must-have for any Tiger fan. Tiger Bookstore is located at 3533 Walker Avenue, just off of main campus. Their friendly staff will help you get everything you need for the season.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jerry Jeffries from Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning. We're proud to be in our 5th year being the title and presenting sponsor of the Blue and Gray Show. We are a locally owned and operated business that supports our Memphis Tigers.
We've done this one, Jerry. Let's try something a little different.
Different?
Yeah, for instance, you guys are an amazing carpet repair company, too.
Anyone who's ever had pets knows that cats and dogs can destroy carpet. We can go to your home and save you thousands of dollars by repairing your carpet when you thought you would have to replace it.
Go on, tell them the best part.
What best part?
You know.
Oh, did I do the repair?
You hear? The owner of the company comes in and repairs your carpet that saves you thousands of dollars. Yeah, that's my favorite part. Okay, now the other stuff.
We can clean your whole home, ceiling to floor, for any budget, whether it's a one-time deep clean or regular visits to keep your home looking good. We can get you ready for that big party, too, and on short notice. All you got to do is call us to make an appointment. 901-327-1884. All of our services have a warranty, and your satisfaction is guaranteed.
I love that part, too.
Can I finish this?
Sorry.
We do free in-home estimates, so you will know the price up front and the results you can expect when we are done. We have special discounts for rental properties, military, and first responders as well. We are a company that gives you great service at a fair price, so call us at Tiger Paws Carpet Upholstery Cleaning, 901-327-1884, or look for Tiger Paws Carpet Upholstery Cleaning on Facebook.
Now, back to the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning. Here once again, it's John Stacy.
Drew's lazy now. He's using all the school music. By the way, I got a special announcement. Next week, we are going to debut our own theme song written specifically for this show, and it was written by a former Tiger offensive lineman, Bobby Garofalo, and it is pretty cool, is it not?
Oh, I like it.
I like it a lot, and we become one of the very few shows that has its own original music. You know anybody else that can say that?
Not in this market, at least.
Our own. Check that, and written by a Tiger offensive lineman. I didn't know you guys were capable of such things.
Do you want me to debut it coming out of the next break?
Why don't we do that? Why don't we play it the next break? And then I want to get everybody's feedback on it. All right, look, we got a guest on the phone I need to get to. One of the things that I think Tiger fans need to know is the importance of Tiger Scholarship Fund. I've been a proponent. You've heard me on this show go on and on and on and on and on and on and on, and on about it. The reason Tiger Scholarship Fund is important is on various different platforms. But the fact of the matter is one of the things most people don't know about athletic scholarships. Let me introduce him here before I start pontificating. Brock McWhorter. Brock, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you guys tonight?
Doing good.
We're doing good, man. All right,
Good,
let me do this spiel real quick, and then I'll bring you in on it. You can back me up, I hope. One of the things most people don't realize is when you hear a kid gets an athletic scholarship, you think the school just goes, okay, great, glad to have you. But that's not the case. The athletic department has to pay the school for that scholarship. And if it's an out-of-state player, they have to pay the out-of-state rates. So it gets kind of expensive. So we need as many Tiger Scholarship Fund donors as we can possibly get. And it's really easy to join and be a Tiger Scholarship Fund donor, isn't it, Brock?
Yes, sir. So, John is absolutely right. All my 374 student athletes, all of their scholarships are privately funded by the Tiger Scholarship Fund. And you can donate anytime you would like by calling our office at 901-678-2334. And all of those funds go directly towards to helping a student athlete change his or her life and provide them an opportunity that they may not have in one further athletic career.
Now, Brock, first, by the way, Brock got a promotion this week. Proud of him. He did. Now, see, what people don't realize is they know Brock, but they don't know him. Ain't that right? Brock, you were the basketball manager for how many years?
I was a basketball manager for 2 years on the Coach Pass, 2010 through 2012.
See, so Brock's been around the program for a long time. Now, what's your new title? Let's get it out there.
He's assistant director of the Tiger Scholarship Fund.
Did it come with a pay bump?
No
comment?
No comment. Maybe not too much.
Adam, I have us both right there. Okay, so they don't have to walk in and write you a big check, do they? How can they? What's the minimum Tiger Scholarship donation? Tiger Scholarship Fund donation?
Oh, we have donors that give as little as starting at $10, or even if you just want to give $1, we'll take it.
Wow.
Starting at that point all the way up to
14 million.
What we call a diamond tiger, which is someone who gives $50,000 plus per year, and to our annual fund. Mm-hmm. I will say that if you are someone that needs like a payment plan and is interested in going to the next step,
right?
Like let's say you're at the Tom's Club level, which is $500 a year, and you want to go up to the Bengal Tiger level, which is $1,000 a year. We have payment plans that you can call us and enroll in, and we allow people to go monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, or in John's case, if John doesn't mind me saying this.
No, go ahead.
John is one of our donors, loyal donors. I like to call him a super fan because we don't have enough super fans out here that help us like John does. And so thank you, John, for that.
I'm just doing what I feel is the right thing to do. How about I go ahead and explain what I do? Maybe that'll make it easier on everybody. I go see Brock around January, and I say I want to do 110. I do 110% of my donation of the previous year. So every year I go up 10%, unless Dr. Raines calls me on it, and I have to do 125. But that's another story altogether. You remember that?
Yeah.
So, but what I do is I'll go in and I'll either make a down payment, and then I will just make a donation. I don't have to do anything. Brock takes it out of my wife's paycheck every month, every 2 weeks, whether she likes it or not. But it allows us to give a larger amount because it doesn't hurt us as bad as, say, giving
all at once.
I can't give like Scott. Scott could write a $10,000 check, not sweat. Me, on the other hand, I can't write that. So it helps to be able to do that. And doing the payment plan, that's good for y'all too, because it shows a longer term commitment by people.
Right.
Am I wrong in saying we need to get more people doing a little over time than ever before?
We need more people to enroll in payment plans because that helps us increase the annual fund.
Right.
And that helps us therefore have a little bit more funds to pay for, maybe another student athlete to go to school. And just John touched on it earlier, whether it's out of state and the kid comes from out of state or if they come from in state, the athletic department has to pay what that rate is, and on average, we pay about $25,000 a year per student athlete.
Wow! I guess people don't realize how expensive that can get, and that's on every scholar athlete, correct?
Yes, sir.
Wow! Now do some math in your numbers real quick there, considering how many sports are we talking?
19. We have to raise a minimum of $8 million per year.
Now you see, folks, why we need more donors. And look, I realize that people think that being a donor is a big investment. It's not. And it's like Brock said, if you could call up and donate $10 a paycheck for 6 months, that's a wonderful thing you just did. And you've made a difference in a young person's life. See, I look at it as more than just football and basketball and baseball. I look at it as this university provides opportunities for a lot of kids that otherwise wouldn't have them. And they can not only improve their skills in athletics, but 99.9% of them that go through this program, they're getting a college education. And at $25,000 a year, folks, that's expensive. So the more folks we can get donating, the better off we are. Brock, give them your phone number again so they can call you up and donate some money.
So our front desk number is 901-678-2334. My direct phone number is 901-678-2338.
Okay.
Call us anytime, and we can definitely help you out. Let you know some of the benefits you can receive, and as being a Tiger Scholarship Fund member, one of those, while I'm waiting to come on the show, listening to the recording of all the sponsors.
Right.
And one of the things that you get as being part of the Tiger Scholarship Fund is a 901 card, a 901 member at a minimum of $100 per year.
Right.
And as a 901 member, you get a discount at the Tiger Bookstore. So anytime you go in there, you also, I think we have some discounts. And
I forgot about that part. One of our sponsors, the Tiger Bookstore. You go in there with a Tiger Scholarship Fund membership, 20% off. That'll pay for your donation on a few trips for me.
Yeah.
At least that's what my wife says. So, it is what it is. Brock, I'm going to let you go, bud.
All right.
Hey, thanks
Well,
again.
thank you.
What was that new title again?
Assistant Director of the Tiger Scholarship Fund.
Man, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations, bud. And
Thank you.
you're
I
very,
appreciate
very
it.
well deserving. And we'll see you soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me on. And thank you, Scott. And thank you, Drew.
Hey, it's better than having Walker on every time, isn't it? Both of us are going to get phone calls about that one tomorrow. All right, bud.
Yeah, well, all right. Have a nice night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Brock McWhorter. Brock is a great guy. If you've never met Brock, you never forget Brock. And he is a heck of a young man, practically a newlywed too. He could give you some pointers.
Do I need them?
Yeah, a lot of them.
I don't know. I feel pretty confident. I feel like I got this marriage thing down.
You used the word demand.
Not to her face.
Oh, well, you only did it on the air.
No, she doesn't listen to any of the radio stuff because you got to think about it.
But she likes me.
She does like.
Make sure you
she
tell her
loves
he
John.
said he demanded.
But she doesn't listen because she has to listen to me the rest of the day.
Well,
and
that's
she
true,
wants
too.
me to shut up then. She definitely doesn't want to listen to me
Well,
in her spare
you got
time.
a point there.
She got earplugs, I heard.
You got a point there.
She actually does wear earplugs.
Hey, you know,
Apparently,
one
I'm
thing
a
with that-
snorer.
One thing with that Tiger
I
Scholarship
ain't getting into
Fund
that. Yeah.
is I wish we had the stats. I know the football team's really high.
I know
and
a
think
lot
the
of
other sports, but the graduation rate of our athletes.
It is the best in the American Athletic Conference and among the best in the region. Well, a lot better than most. Look, I know a lot of the people forget about little things like that. To me, this Tiger Scholarship Fund is very important because it allows us to change kids' lives.
Yeah.
You know, they talk about, pay this, pay that. That scholarship, as Brock was saying, is $25,000 a year
per student.
And and you know, you hear more people complain about student loans these days. These athletes are getting a free college education at $25,000 a pop, and we're feeding them. So, I mean, that we need help doing that. And that number for Tiger Scholarship Fund, I want to get this out there, and I will put it up on the Facebook page when we're done. 901-678-2338. Call them up. See, I remembered the number too. You're impressed, aren't you?
Something like that.
And look, you don't have to be $1,000 a year donor. And it's important that we get people to get involved because, believe it or not, and I'll extrapolate this out. This is not TSF talking. This is John talking. If we get 10,000 $50 donors, pipe dream, right? But let's say we do it. That big business guy, he all of a sudden sees that there are 10,000 folks that are willing to give $50 out of their pocket. Guess what? You go, I got access to 10,000 people. And it creates a snowball effect. And we can make this bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I know that it sounds kind of trivial at times, but it's very important.
And every dollar helps, obviously.
Every dollar helps. And I would say I'd shave my head, but my grandchildren already took that from me.
No, that's not
See,
quite
we had
shaved.
talked about that.
It's
haven't
not quite
No, we can
shaved.
shave it again.
No.
Was that a full-on shave or was that a crew
Oh, it was
cut?
a number one on the shear. For those that aren't
Pull
watching
your hat
us,
off. We're on. You got video
Yeah.
here. See what you got
Okay.
going. We need a before and after.
Well, the last
I mean, how long
time-
was that ponytail?
Middle of my back.
Yeah, pretty close to it, at least.
Yeah, because I did a show back in August with you, and
Back
it was
in
the middle.
July.
Back in July. Oh, yeah, it's August now. Jeez, I'm losing track of time.
Yeah, back
Hasn't been the
back
middle
in
of
August,
August yet.
4 days ago.
Okay.
It was
All right. I'm having a. Okay.
senior moment.
So I was bored one day, and I called my grandchildren. I said, "Are y'all home?" And said, "You want to cut Potts' hair?" And yes, they call me Potts. And I went down to Walmart and spent $16 on a pair of shears, and a 9-year-old and a 10-year-old went to town on my head.
What was the deal with that haircut?
Well,
Way
Pollard, we
overdue, I
never could
remember.
make the time. And we tried. We tried off and on, but Tony's kind of busy these days with the
Right.
Cowboys. But my last two haircuts, which is two since 2013, New Year's Eve 2013 was the last time I've had two haircuts since then, so that's almost 6 years. One was done by a 9 and a 10-year-old. The other one was done by a Super Bowl winning kicker who actually kicked the winning score and the third-round draft pick of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, how's that for a set of barbers? Pretty cool, huh? All right, we're going to take our final break of the night. When we come back, if you've got questions, check out our feed on Sports 56 WHBQ on Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. We'll be back with the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning, right here on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7.
The Tigers, the Grizzlies, the SEC. We are real sports talk.
I love it. I love it.
Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
Since 1974, Bartlett Home Furnishings has been locally owned and operated, furnishing homes in Memphis and the Mid-South with beautiful quality furniture. At Bartlett Home Furnishings, we believe in providing you with the best service, quality, and value. We're committed to selling the best quality furniture for the best price. Our designers love helping customers select the right pieces for their homes, creating the room of your dreams, all the while working within your budget. Visit Bartlett Home Furnishings today at 2755 Bartlett Boulevard or at bartletthomefurnishings.memphis.com. Go Tigers!
You guys have heard me year after year brag about my Wolf Chase Honda CRV mobile studio. Well, I got rid of it. That's right, no more CRV. Now I've got an HRV. I went to Wolf Chase Honda and traded the CRV for a 2019 HRV EX. I'm like a kid in a candy store with this car. It's got all the toys. I don't even have to take my keys out of my pocket to drive. With the Honda sensing technology that includes collision mitigation and lane keeping assist, I'm going to be safer on the road too. Oh, and it's a beautiful blue, like a tiger blue. Now is a great time for you to go see them out at Wolf Chase Honda. They've got some amazing deals on Accord, CRV, Civics, Pilots, and Fits in addition to the HRVs. They will not only make you a great deal, but they've got the premier service department in the Mid-South. Go by and see them at 2982 Germantown Parkway, which is just north of the Galleria, to get into a Honda today. Wolf Chase Honda, the official vehicle provider of the Blue and Gray Show.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jerry Jeffries from Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning. We're proud to be in our 5th year being the title and presenting sponsor of the Blue and Gray Show. We are a locally owned and operated business that supports our Memphis Tigers.
We've done this one, Jerry. Let's try something a little different.
Different?
Yeah, for instance, you guys are an amazing carpet repair company, too.
Anyone who's ever had pets knows that cats and dogs can destroy carpet. We can go to your home and save you thousands of dollars by repairing your carpet when you thought you would have to replace it.
Go on, tell them the best part.
What best part?
You know.
Oh, did I do the repair?
You hear? The owner of the company comes in and repairs your carpet that saves you thousands of dollars. Yeah, that's my favorite part. Okay, now the other stuff.
We can clean your whole home ceiling to floor for any budget, whether it's a one-time deep clean or regular visits to keep your home looking good. We can get you ready for that big party too, and on short notice. All you gotta do is call us to make an appointment. 901-327-1884. All of our services have a warranty and your satisfaction is guaranteed.
I love that part too.
Can I finish this?
Sorry.
We do free in-home estimates, so you will know the price up front and the results you can expect when we are done. We have special discounts for rental properties, military, and first responders as well. We are a company that gives you great service at a fair price, so call us at Tiger Paws Carpet Upholstery Cleaning, 901-327-1884, or look for Tiger Paws Carpet Upholstery Cleaning on Facebook.
The Blue and Gray Show is happy to have Tiger Bookstore back as our game day sponsor. Tiger Bookstore is...
Tiger Bookstore is my dad's favorite place to get his Tiger gear.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm busy here. And doesn't your family live in Missouri?
Tiger Bookstore's website is so easy that they can get their Tigers gear without leaving the house. Tiger Bookstore has got everything they need for tailgating, game day, and the latest in Tiger styles. I don't want to sound mean, but TigerBookstore.com is so easy my dad could do it.
Can I finish, please?
If you must.
Make sure you get by Tiger Bookstore before every home game to get your game day shirt for only $5. These shirts are a must-have for any Tiger fan. Tiger Bookstore is located at 3533 Walker Avenue, just off of main campus. Their friendly staff will help you get everything you need for the season.
Now, back to the Blue and Gray Show, brought to you by Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning. Here once again is John Stacy.
Now, see, that's good. That's our own. That was written specifically for this show. Now we'll do the intro and break stuff out of it. But I really, Bobby, that did a great job. Bobby Garofalo, Tiger offensive lineman in the 03-04 seasons, did a wonderful job with this.
Yeah, it was good. It had a little bit of the band at the game sound to it.
You noticed that, did you? When Drew liked it, I knew we were in money. Because
let's be honest, I got great taste.
No, but
just don't get carried away.
Don't get exactly. I played it for Gabe at practice on Friday, and Gabe loved it. And then who really liked it? The boss. And everybody knows who the boss is. My wife. So she really loved it. Hey, one of the things I do want to talk about real quick, and it's important to me that we get this going again. Last year we sent over 200 veterans to Tiger football games, and when we get these guys down, and it has an impact on their lives, and it's helped a lot of veterans who've trying to recover from PTSD, combat related PTSD, and Tiger football has been a helping hand for them, and it's important that I think it's an important thing we do to help them there. If you want to help us with this, check out our Facebook page. I'll have the phone numbers next week, but check out our Facebook page and you'll see I've got the contact information. You don't have to buy a ticket. You can give a donation to the ticket office, and what we're going to do this year is Caleb Wheat over in the ticket office he's coordinated it all to where if you call in, you just want to give $50 towards the ticket, you can do that. And we will raise money up and buy these tickets that way.
Same thing, little or a lot, whatever you can do.
Little or a lot, whatever you can do. Boy, Victor's busy tonight, ain't he? Yeah, we still, the new office complex is finished. The IPF is in progress. Looks great.
The ultimate to really
Have you looked? Have you been over there? Come on, Dad.
I drove by there day before yesterday. I didn't get to go really look at it.
The dining facility in that joint is phenomenal.
When they get the indoor practice facility, that part of it I think will be solid. The one thing that would love to see happen is an on-campus stadium. That would just really throw it over the top.
I have a theory as to what it's going to take for us to do that.
What's your theory?
All right. First thing, without question, is what we've been talking about for the last 15 minutes. Tiger Scholarship Fund. The more Tiger Scholarship Fund donors we have, the more attractive it becomes because, see, bigger investors, bigger donors see large numbers. And large numbers is attractive to people with a lot of money.
Right.
They don't want to give $10 million to something that 100 people are donating to. That's not attractive to them.
Yeah.
And step two, 45,000 strong in the Liberty Bowl, rain or shine.
Yeah.
Find a reason to be there, not a reason to not go.
Yeah. But a part of me, that's home. The Liberty Bowl back when it's been home. But I really, if we could ever come up with a way to get an on-campus
but
stadium.
we need 45,000 strong in there every week. We got to show that it's right. We got to show that it's financially viable.
Right.
And UCREF, they have that on-campus stadium. I don't know if you've ever been there.
I have not yet. I will
It's
be
an
this year.
aluminum piece of crap. No, we're not. We don't play that there.
South Florida, we're going.
South Florida, Tampa. They play in your old
Raymond
stadium.
James,
Yeah, I got to get you.
Even
a tour of
Tulane
that.
got an on-campus stadium. I guess it's smaller, but
right.
But and big.
But see, Central Florida still doesn't sell theirs out. They have 15,000 students, and they've had one sellout in the last 3 years. And I think that was the first AAC championship game, was it not?
I believe so. They might have.
That was the first one we went to.
They might have had a few other sellouts in there between, but they're nowhere close to averaging a sellout in a stadium that's a third of the size of the Liberty Bowl.
Well, 40,000 is 2/3 the size. So, but they've got 15,000 students at every game.
Yeah.
And they're not selling out? Are you kidding me? And you're on a how many game winning streak?
Well, they lost the bowl game.
They did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I no wonder I was in a better mood after that.
There's a game during the season they should have lost, and a American Athletic Conference Championship game.
I've never seen a chop block called. By the way, let me brain on that one for a minute. I've never seen a chop block called and then picked up.
Or a pass or what was it, holding or whatever they call when they yanked our guy on the ground. And then,
yeah, and they said, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah. To start the second half. But
I don't call it UC ref for nothing.
Yeah. But we do have, when they complete this project with the indoor practice facility.
That's got to be, yeah.
I mean, that part of it's going to be top. It's going to be top notch. In Libertyville with the field, the stadium's really good. With the
locker room's phenomenal.
But yeah,
that locker room. If you've not seen the videos of the locker room at the Liberty Bowl, I would advise checking them out. I know players the old guys like Scott go in there and go, "You're kidding me."
I mean, it was like a locker room. I mean, a locker room, like almost a big closet.
Right.
I mean, for how many guys we had in there, I don't know how we all fit.
But right now, that place,
yeah, it's nice.
Each locker in the Liberty Bowl has a designated video screen for each player that they can watch videos on, watch film, whatever. I mean, it's just, I love. I got to go in there last year and had a wonderful time. Okay, let's talk about what's coming up on the Blue and Gray show over the next month, because we got some early shows. Next week we're gonna pay homage to DBU, and you played with some really good ones back in the day, and we've had some really good defensive backs in this program that people don't think about. Bobby McCain right now has been in the NFL for 6 years?
Got a huge contract.
He got paid. Now I'm still trying to get a hold of him too, by the way. Lonnie Ballantyne was Mr. Irrelevant and played with the Texans for a few years. But we've had some great ones like Derek Burrows.
Man, that was my freshman year. We had Derek Burrows and Donnie Elder were our two cornerbacks, and I mean they were basically two shutdowns, so you could go man to man.
Right.
And everybody else could take care of the rest of it.
And T.J. Carter has fallen right at T.J. By the way, speaking of practice the other day, T.J. takes every play serious. When they put Coxie out there on him, T.J. is taking it dead. You ain't doing this to me. And he takes every one, and that's what makes you great.
Yeah.
And T.J. is the next line and all that. So, but we're going to pay respect to it. Our buddy Keith Span's going to be the only man ever tackled by Peyton Manning. Did you know that?
He must have been slow.
Well, he says Tremont Lawless got in his way, and Manning got lucky and dove and got his ankle.
About an 8-flat 40, I think.
Yeah, he caught him at the 1 yard line on a 75-yard interception return. But Keith is the career leader in interception return yards at school, and then we're going to have some other guys join us. Reggie Howard will be joining us. Derek Burrows. Who I always love getting Derek on. Derek's a great guy. And we're going to have a few more surprises we're working on. Then on the 18th, Gabe Kuhn, who is going to be a regular member of the program now that he's employed here, he's going to be in studio with me. Dr. Rudd wanted to be here for a 2-hour show. Again, he's unable to do so. He is kind of busy. But he'll be doing a couple of segments with us via phone on the 18th. We'll have a few other surprises there that I'm working on that I hope you'll enjoy. And then on the 20th, I'm excited about this show. Mark your calendars, folks, because this show is going to rock. On the 25th of August, we are having a show featuring the quarterbacks who've beaten Mississippi. Now, when I say the quarterbacks who've beaten Mississippi, this is a who's who. In studio with me that night, Danny Sparkman.
Oh, wow.
It gets better. Lloyd Patterson. Those are the two guys in studio with us. Joining us on the phone, Danny Wimprine. And we're going to have our first active duty United States sailor on the show, Captain Tony Scarpino. By the way, if you can't interact on social media correctly, don't. I'm not saying anything. But I think that show, and we still got other things in the works that we're going to finalize, but I don't want to say what it is. And then in September, we're going to do our annual family show, and Sam Kraft will be in studio with us. So we'll have a lot of fun with that. We got a lot of things going on. You know me, I try and bring you guys in here that know what they're talking about because players know better than we do, to be perfectly honest. If you haven't done it, you don't know. And it helps getting guys. Scott, what are you looking forward to most this year?
I'm just see how we keep carrying on and improving after, each year. I've enjoyed seeing a progress instead of hit a peak and then a decline. I think we've been gaining year in, year out. I just see us hit the next level.
Mm-hmm.
I want to win the bowl game this year. That's a big one.
Right.
Last bowl game I believe we won with BYU.
Yep.
And so that would be, and basically just keep going. I want to see how quarterbacks. I want to see running backs show up. See Patrick Taylor. What's he going to do? He's
Speaking
the lead
of
guy
quarterbacks, and we haven't talked much about Brady tonight. Do you think there's been I've been around him some and seen kind of the way he's acts. He seemed a lot more confident on that practice field Friday when I was out there than I'd ever seen him before. Like he's finally comfortable.
Well, I think last year was his first year, so
right, and he hadn't played for 2 years prior to that. Yeah.
So yeah, that would be a reasonable assumption because he knows the offense. He's had a full year under his belt, and I think he's got a lot of talent around him with Coxie and all the other receivers.
It's almost too numerous to mention at this point.
He's got another year with some great running backs. I mean, Darrell Henderson would be hard to replace, but Darrell Pollard would be hard to replace. But
I'm telling you right now, Samuel is going to be.
Pollard,
Samuel is going to be that guy that people go, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's small guy, but he's short, compact, and he's one running muscle. I mean, he seriously is. But he was a guy that was out there on the first day of practice. And again, I got to wait and see it in pads. I said that about everybody. He was like TJ. When I remember when I said TJ, every play was important. Samuel was the same way. And it is what it is. So I really expect him to be that guy that people start going, wow, really?
Yeah, look for it. Who's the guy that you don't, that just
right.
shows up
There's a bunch.
Explodes,
right.
That's kind of what's fun about coming up and, the unexpected.
Right. And I think, look, show up and you're going to be, oh man, I cannot wait for this year. Because I really think that this is going to be that year. Some projections, now I don't like getting into all this. You know what they have us projected for as far as the bowl season goes?
I have no idea.
The Cotton Bowl.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be cool.
Hey.
We're going to Jerry's World.
We're going to Jerry's World. And you know what the best part about going to Dallas for me is?
In-N-Out?
In-N-Out. Coon's been rubbing that in on me because he's in San Diego this weekend eating In-N-Out, and I'm not.
I've been to Dallas, but I still have yet to be to an In-N-Out burger. I've never been to one.
Oh, something wrong with you. But
I like Whataburger.
Okay.
I like Whataburger.
All right. Well, let me get this thing wrapped up. All right, folks. We're glad to be back. I want to thank everybody for listening, and we're hoping we can just get better with time. This is our 5th season. I want to make sure I mention Jerry Jeffries and Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning. Without Jerry, this show is not possible, and she has been a wonderful title and presenting sponsor from day one. Wolf Chase Honda has been with us from day one. Bartlett Home Furnishings, they're with us for more this year. You're going to hear more about them. They're going to do our Home Field Advantage. Tiger Bookstore going to be sponsoring the Tiger Fan of the Week for Games Weeks. And then DTC Ventures, they are another. Dana Capacacha, I can't go wrong with that guy. That guy is a business genius. That's the only way I know to describe him. And he's a great guy on top of that. But we're going to where's my music? There we go. All right. Scott, thank you.
Hey,
can I do my job, please?
I don't know if I didn't get in the middle of it. We're going to go get dinner, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm buying, right?
Of course.
Okay. I want to thank everybody for listening and watching online because apparently we've had really good numbers tonight online, people watching us, and we'll try and build on that for next week. If you need to know anything or got any questions about the show, hit us up on Facebook, and we will answer anything and everything. And that's the Blue and Gray Show brought to you by Tiger Paws Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning. We're going to get out of here. We'll see you next week. For Scott, for Drew, I'm John. See ya.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, WIVG FM Tunica Memphis, and WPGFLP Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Fox Sports trending now.
Tonight's Boston at Yankees game and a rain delay at the start. Meanwhile, St. Louis loses again at Oakland. 4-2 A's the final, while the Cubs won 7-2 over slumping Milwaukee. The Cubs up game and a half in the NL Central. Currently, the Dodgers are trailing at home 10-9 to the Padres in the bottom of the ninth, one out. But LA has runners at first and second. Great news. There's a quick way you could save money. Switch to Geico. Go to geico.com, and in 15 minutes, you could save 15% or more on car insurance. Well, Minnesota, first place in the AL Central, still 3